Well, it's been 4 days since Election Day, and we're still waiting to find out who will be the next president of the United States.
That's right. Joe Biden still has the lead right now with 253 projected electoral votes. President Trump has 214 votes. 270 is that magic number needed to clinch the White House. Those numbers haven't changed in the past 24 hours as votes continue being counted in several key states. The big state we're watching today is Pennsylvania. Biden reversed Trump's early lead here. Right now, fewer than 29,000 votes separate Biden and Trump, with 96% of the votes being reported. We want to take a live look right now where votes have continued to be counted in Pennsylvania. We are expecting a major vote update this weekend from the state.
Another state being watched closely is Georgia. It has turned blue with 99% of votes counted, and Biden's lead appears to be growing. There's now a difference of more than 7,000 votes between the two candidates.
To Nevada now, where 6 electoral votes are up for grabs here, but this state is still at play, and Biden's lead is growing with 93% of the votes counted. There's a difference of more than 22,000 votes between the two.
And in Arizona, Biden still has a lead, although it was slipping, but that doesn't necessarily mean this is good for Donald Trump. He still has a big deficit to overcome with 97% of votes counted. There's a difference of nearly 30,000 votes between the two men.
Now to North Carolina, where President Trump is ahead right now by more than 76,000 votes. That's with 98% of the votes being reported. So the 5 key battleground states to play right now: Pennsylvania, Arizona, North Carolina, Nevada, Georgia. As it stands, Biden would need Pennsylvania or 2 of the other states to reach that 270 threshold to become president. Trump would need 3 states plus Pennsylvania to keep his position as commander-in-chief.
The candidates and their campaigns are speaking out as the vote count continues in their key states. With his growth lead growing in the race for the White House, Democratic nominee Joe Biden trying to bring calm to an anxious nation. He spoke last night asking for patience as votes are still being counted.
Let the process work out as we count all the votes. You know, we're proving again what we've proved for 244 years in this country. Democracy works.
Despite the former vice president acknowledging a winner hasn't been decided yet in the election, he remains confident that he could pull out a victory, with several states leaning in his favor.
We don't have a final declaration of victory yet, but the numbers tell us it's clear. Tell us a clear and convincing story. We're going to win this race.
Meanwhile, President Trump once again making it very clear he's not going down without a fight.
That's right. Our D.C. Bureau Chief Ross Palumbo joins us live this morning from the White House with that part of our team coverage. Ross.
Good morning, Alex and Andrew. Breaking this morning here at the White House, the president is now up and tweeting more of those same unsubstantiated claims of voter fraud with zero evidence. In fact, the Federal Election Commission confirming this morning that there has been no evidence of voter fraud. And the president, of course, tweeting about rival Joe Biden. Overnight, the president tweeting, Joe Biden should not wrongfully claim the office of the president. I could make that claim also. But Trump actually has made that claim twice now since the polls closed.
Frankly, we did win this election. If you count the legal votes, I easily win.
The president in the Oval Office most of the day Friday. He hasn't been seen publicly now for more than 24 hours after making his last 16-minute speech filled with falsehoods.
They're trying to rig an election.
But Friday, a calmer tone coming from his campaign. Trump vowing to pursue this process through every aspect of the law to guarantee that the American people have confidence in our government. His team already filing a barrage of lawsuits. At least 3 of them have already been thrown out.
And I've been doing this for a lot of years.
But the top Republican election lawyer who helped George W. Bush win the White House through the Florida recount of 2000 says no evidence means no case.
Bombastic statements do not work in the recount.
Now, even top Republican Trump supporters speaking out. Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell tweeting, every legal vote should be counted. Any illegally submitted ballots must not. Florida's Marco Rubio tweeting, transparently count every legally cast vote and allow courts to decide claims of irregularities or fraud on the basis of evidence. Senator Lindsey Graham saying the president needs to present that evidence of his allegations.
He's got to eventually make the case specifically that something bad happened and let the American people determine how credible that is.
And breaking overnight, Chief of Staff Mark Meadows testing positive for coronavirus. Now you see him right here at the president's election night gathering without a mask. We've now also confirmed this morning that 4 other White House staffers and a campaign aide have tested positive. Meadows reportedly asking staffers to keep his diagnosis secret, but we found out that he did test positive overnight. And Alex and Andrew here at the White House again this morning. The president now up and tweeting on his schedule this morning, though he has no public events. If that changes, of course, we'll get it right out to you in this newscast.